I was browsing around the internet earlier looking for something with visually, aesthetically, vividly, strikingly gorgeous graphics, and LYN the Lightbringer is what I came up with. I have seen my fair share of mobile games over the years, and it's safe to say that I have never seen a mobile game like this. A mostly auto-playing, story-driven RPG from Nexon, which admittedly might be reason enough to abstain from playing it in most cases. But the graphics gripped me and I was left having to try it out even against my better judgment. According to the description, the land the game takes place in was home to both the gods of light and darkness, but after a long battle, they vanished. Hundreds of years have passed since then, and we, the main character, come across an unusual, if not quirky, silver-haired girl called LYN. Roll credits. No? As opposed to heroes or mercenaries or heck even adventurers, instead we're given the option of recruiting knights to accompany us in our journey to not only save the damsel in distress, LYN, but also bring about lasting peace to the world. Or at least that's what I assume the game's story is, considering from what I've experienced, the story, albeit quite dense, is actually very generic. Main character comes across cute girl, bad guys take cute girl. Main character seeks cute girl turns out to be a reincarnated god or a priestess of some kind. Main character must protect girl and stop bad guys. That sounds about right, yeah? Autoplay, or autoplay with the option of mostly autoplay. You don't control your characters, you don't control movement in any form or fashion. Well, okay, that's not entirely true. During boss battles, you have the option of moving your team to the left to avoid an AoE, or to the right. Otherwise, your characters move on their own, attack on their own. But you have the ability to use their skills if you want to. If you prefer not to, you can just turn autoplay on and it'll use the skills for you instead. Which, honestly, I ended up doing, because if the only kind of interaction I'm going to have with the game is to, like, click a skill once every 10 to 15 seconds, then it's probably not really worth spending time in. Thus, I ended up just letting the game handle the combat for me while I looked back periodically to continue the quest text. But in all seriousness, that's about as much as you ever really need to do in-game from what I've experienced. That might change as you continue through the game, but if you spend most of the game leveling with that kind of gameplay, then it's, I guess, going to turn people off before actually hitting endgame. There are no classes and no character creation. You take on the role of generic cookie cutter main character, and you recruit a large selection of knights to aid you over the course of the game. From what I could tell, there is no option of changing your character style, or at the very least, the knights that you recruit. I couldn't find the option of altering the main character, but I did notice that each knight had a few variations in terms of costumes, but they didn't really vary all that much, mostly just some kind of like minor color changes. I don't know, the game is probably one of the best looking games I have found on mobile devices this whole year, but the game plays in a way that just requires so little, to like literally no interaction or input from the player whatsoever other than choosing what level to advance to next. I've never enjoyed games with that kind of disconnect. I like getting involved in what's going on. Heck, I would even accept this game as an alright game if they just enable the option of completely disabling autoplay altogether so I could have complete control over my character. But as it stands, the game, other than the gorgeous graphics, doesn't really offer anything that would really warrant me hanging around. It didn't stand out any more than any other game in its genre, which was highly disappointing. But that's just my opinion, my first impression of the game. What do you guys think? Did you enjoy it? Do you enjoy it? Will you try it out, or do you even want to? Let me know in the comments below and let's talk about it. Anyway guys, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.
Boy, it's okay. I think we'll be more than friends.